Live and local with coverage you can count on. This is WNEM TV5 News at 6:30.
Thanks to a pleasant Sunday across the area with plenty of sunshine and temperatures topping 60 degrees. People across mid-Michigan are enjoying the sun this afternoon.
But a cold front has begun to impact the area as we take this live look at the Tri-Cities and Flint. Good evening to you. I'm Cameron Riddle.
We're so glad you could join us for the news at 6:30. I'm Elena Holland. And meteorologist Dan Giroux is with us in the First Warn 5 Weather Center. So Dan, how chilly will it get tonight?
Actually, it's going to wind up being warmer than it was yesterday, if you can believe that. So it's not going to be too bad. Not worried about covering up those plants this evening, but we are going to see some of that heat escape. Here's a look at First Warn 5 Sky Tracker this evening. Plenty of sunshine to go around. Just a few clouds where that cold front is starting to make its presence known. Now, temperatures right now, we're looking at 68 currently in Flint. It's 67 in Swartz Creek, 69 right now in Imlay City. It's 64 currently in Saginaw, 55 right now in Midland. And as we broaden the view, it really depends on where you're at, because if you're in Port Hope right now, it's a little bit chilly, only 42 degrees. But if you're in Caro, just a few miles away, 65 degrees right now. In honor of Severe Weather Awareness Week, this is our final topic we're covering, marine safety in rip currents. Now, here's the bottom line. If you're caught in a rip current, you want to remain calm and don't fight the current. That will only tire you out. You're going to want to swim parallel to the shore, parallel to the shoreline. Once you get out of that current, that's when you try and get yourself back inside. And also make sure that you help or yell for help and wave your arms to get yourself out of that. Now, we'll get you the rest of your forecast coming up for you in just a few minutes. Your First Warn 5 hour-by-hour forecast, guys.
All right, thank you, Dan. Be sure to join Dan and the rest of the First Warn 5 weather team for our severe weather special. From tornadoes to lightning, the weather team will get you prepared for the spring weather season. That's coming up this Wednesday at 7:30 right here on TV5.
And breaking news now, a fourth person has been arrested in connection to a body found in Corunna.
Michigan State Police confirmed that 31-year-old Darius DeJuan Scott was arrested Thursday. Scott appeared in front of a judge and was arraigned on Friday.
The victim, 42-year-old Freddie Porter, was found dead in the parking lot of Mitchell Softball Park in Corunna on April 6th.
Again, that breaking news, a fourth person has now been arrested in connection with a body found in Corunna.
Well, President Donald Trump will mark his 100th day in office later this week. But first, he'll need to work with Congress to keep the government funded.
President Trump foreshadowed his next political fight with a tweet this afternoon. The Democrats don't want money from the budget going to the border wall, despite the fact that that will stop drugs and gang members. President Trump has listed other goals before his 100th day in office. Saturday, he's working to revive the health care legislation and roll out for tax reform.
Either have a small tax cut that's permanent or a large tax cut that is short term. I don't think we've decided yet, but you'll know more on Wednesday.
Government funding runs out Saturday unless Congress, including some Democrats, can reach a deal. And happening right now, French far-right leader Marine Le Pen has claimed victory in the first round of the country's presidential race. And here you can see Le Pen addressing the crowd after she wins. The final outcome of this historic vote has the potential to transform the political landscape in Europe and beyond. Le Pen will face a relative novice, an independent centrist, Emmanuel Macron, in next month's runoff.
And happening tonight, Senator Elizabeth Warren will give the keynote speech in Detroit at tonight's NAACP dinner. This is Warren's first time back in Michigan since she visited in 2014 to campaign for Democratic Senator Gary Peters. Among those scheduled to receive awards tonight is U.S. Representative Maxine Waters of California and former acting Attorney General Sally Yates.
And new tonight, work is set to begin to remove coal tar from a former gas plant site. The Flint Journal reports 75,000 cubic yards of soil will be removed near a former manufactured gas plant in downtown Flint. The Flint River Remediation Project site prep is set to begin next month. The process includes installing a protective barrier in the river, treating water from the sediment, as well as disposing sediment in an off-site landfill.
Also new tonight, some Michigan residents are breathing a sigh of relief after several people have been arrested as what is being called part of the X-Train crackdown. According to the Detroit Free Press, Kalamazoo Police, county deputies, and state troopers spent much of yesterday arresting 20 people in connection with the X train. If you haven't heard of it, that's when groups of people get together to cruise slowly through neighborhoods and disturb the peace. Those arrested face as many as 29 charges related to misdemeanor traffic violations, fleeing, and eluding police. Well, this story is unbelievable. A convenience store manager here in Michigan left seriously injured after an angry customer ran her over with an SUV, and the whole thing was caught on camera.
Yeah, take a look at this. You can see on the surveillance video 3 women walk into the convenience store, and then they start an argument with an employee.
Then this happened. They started pulling down the shelves, and then the employee chases the 3 women into the parking lot.
Now, we won't show you what happened next, but the employee runs up to the passenger side window. The driver backs up, knocks her to the ground, and then they run her over with the car.
The employee is in the hospital with a fractured leg, broken pelvis, and bleeding on her brain. Police are still looking for those 3 suspects.
Also developing tonight, we hope to learn more about a crash that killed 1 person. 25-year-old Amber Scott lost control of her car while making a turn. It happened on M18 in South Branch Township yesterday morning. The car left the road and slammed into a tree. She was pronounced dead when emergency crews arrived on the scene. Police are waiting on a toxicology report to see if alcohol was a factor in the crash.
Well, just when you thought you've heard it all, I give you this consumer alert. Some hash browns are being recalled because, get this, they may contain pieces of golf balls. The frozen Southern style hash browns are being sold in 9 states under the name Harris Teeter and Roundy brands. The producer, McCain Foods, says some golf ball materials may have been accidentally harvested with potatoes. The recall affects 2-pound bags sold in Harris Teeter, Mariano's, Metro Market, and Pick and Save supermarkets. So far, there have been no reports of injuries.
In more local news, the Saginaw Children's Zoo opens its gates for the 2017 season.
And as TV5's Ashlyn Hill found out, the zoo features new attractions as well as some facility upgrades that are sure to please frequent zoo goers.
Have a favorite?
Yes,
What is it?
the cow.
Ada Emmons is turning 3 years old, and she says she loves the zoo. Her parents have a membership at the Saginaw Children's Zoo, which is celebrating its 2017 opening weekend.
Ada loves the train and the carousel and seeing all the animals out, and the sun's out today, and it's just a great day to spend with our family.
And speaking of the train,
you'll get to revisit some of your favorite attractions for the 2017 season, plus meet some new family members right here at the zoo.
New animals this year are our Mexican gray wolf sisters, Izzy and Rachel, and they're just 2 years old, so they're nice and young and active, which is a nice change for anybody who's been to the zoo before.
Robin Carey is the conservation conservator at the Children's Zoo, and she tells me there will also be new changes to the facilities as well.
We replaced the walkway and we widened some areas, added some seating, and then we added a new viewing area for the wolf exhibit. We did some improvements at the carousel so that we have drainage.
Carey says a 2014 millage helps pay for the maintenance of the current facilities, but new construction projects like enhancing the accessibility to the train have to be funded separately.
We rely heavily on the community. We're incredibly grateful to be in such a giving area, and we're always excited to open our gates and share everything with you guys.
Reporting in Saginaw, Ashlyn Hill, WNEM.
Good job.
TV5.
Well, thank you, Ashlyn. The zoo is open from 10 until 5 daily through October 7th.
You can see those new wolves. That's pretty neat. And for ticket information, head over to our website and look under the Sunday Hot Links section.
I think I want to check out the new train they've got coming that way, too.
I think it's for children.
That's okay. I'm going to be there. Okay. Still to come tonight at 6, a night out among friends ends tragically for one Florida woman.
Find out why she never made it home and how this bus stop became a crime scene.
Plus, a freak accident involving a runaway tire kills a man. We'll tell you what led up to this bizarre incident.